Hello, Aries placements. Welcome to the Jaguar's Den. I hope all is well. Hopefully, you're having a good weekend for the first week of June. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Jaguar's Den. My name is Jenny Jaguar, and this space is dedicated to anyone on a path of deep healing. I love how I shuffle the deck and your energy started coming out immediately. But this channel is dedicated to anyone committed to a path of deep healing, into awakening and overcoming toxic traits or karmic cycles that are damn near impossible to break free from. I'm about to get into blockages and breakthroughs reading, and it comes in 3 parts. The first one is just a little energy check, just to see if this message will even resonate for you. After that, we're going to get into your priorities for the month as it pertains to love, career, and self-development. I don't know what you're going through, but you may have a persistent pest that keeps coming back to you, no matter how many times you think you get rid of it. These fruit flies, I literally sprayed down this place before. I don't know, and honestly, I do not see these fruit flies until I start recording, so I think that's significant. It also could be in the sound. I don't know. I go wash my dishes, but anyhow, let's check to see what your current energy is, shall we? Bum, bum, bum. What is your energy, Aries? Alright, Spirit, give me an insight on Aries' current energy. So something didn't work, your efforts. Yeah, that's exactly what I was picking up on. Like maybe something you kept working on, something you're persistent in. Now, 1 or 2 things. For some of y'all, there is something that you are working on, you're perfecting, you are growing, and it is doing well. And you have a lot of love surrounding it. On the other hand, maybe it is annoying and like making you want to cry. Yeah, something about strength and the King of Pentacles could be significant. Maybe you're trying to hold back from a King of Pentacles energy, Aries. I don't know. Take it resonates. I got strength at the bottom of the deck. Energies out here. Leo, Taurus, and I would say any water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, so without further ado, let's see what your priorities are. We'll get more insight into that later. Maybe it's the health of somebody that you're trying to improve. Like maybe somebody's health is declining. Either somebody's health is declining, yeah, or somebody is about to have a child. All right, Holy Spirit, can you give me an energy for my Aries placements priorities as it pertains to love, career, and self-development? All right, so what is it? The way that I divvied up these cards, something could be significant about the parable of the workers with the talents. You know, the story in the Bible where I guess a guy who owned land, a farmer, I think God, he gave 3 people some talents. He gave each of them 1 talent, and he asked them what they did with them. And then he increased those who increased their own talents. And somebody didn't have somebody didn't work on their talents. And so God took that one talent and then gave it to the other person who did the most with their talents. So something about that could be significant as it pertains to you. Maybe something in your life, somebody's declining as you're increasing or planning on your increase. I guess that's why I picked up both of those energies. Yeah, 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. But anyhow, let's see. Holy Spirit, what are my Aries placements, priorities as it pertains to love? Hangman, career, 10 of Cups. Is that correct? Maybe. And then self-development. Here we go, another extra one. Oh look, here we got Ace of Cups again. Ooh, this is interesting. This Ace of Cups with the 7 of Cups. You see how this, you see how this hand is coming out from these? It's like somebody is going to be offering you some sort of emotions, but considering the 7 plus the 1 is the 8, you're better off walking away. Could be an Emperor, another Aries that you're dealing with. An old man. Maybe trying to promise you the 10 of Cups and you're not sure if you want to. Maybe it's your toxic ways. You're not sure whether... What is it? Maybe you grew up in toxic situations and so you're not sure what true love is. Not really what true love is, but not really sure what a healthy relationship is and whether somebody's calling you back for good intentions. All right, so, oops. Let's keep that on that. That stays there. So first things first, as it pertains to love, your priority, I think one, you need to learn to trust, and maybe you have trust issues. Oh goodness, Jesus. Okay, that's on the outside. You better be glad you're on the outside, little fly. Excuse me. I talk to the bugs that I kill. For love, you have the Hangman. Maybe it's changing perspective of a relationship that you need to have. Yeah, because that's totally what I was getting earlier with this old man with the Ace of Cups, 7 of Cups. I don't know who barking up your tree, but you need to say cat. Okay. All right, so... Let's see, 12. Let's see, in love, this is patience in love, sacrifices for harmony, seeing your partner in a new light. So your priority for the month of June is to embrace the stillness and see the world through fresh eyes. Sometimes the greatest progress comes from stepping back and surrendering to the flow of life. In this moment of suspension, transformation quietly unfolds. Okay. Something about this snake. It does represent wisdom, but for me, this is giving toxicity. So maybe the karmic relationships you find yourself stuck in, the drama you maybe find yourself drawn to, keeps you in these unhealthy situations, and maybe you need to change your perspective around that and how you address these relationships moving forward. Yeah. All right, so let's get some more insight. I already know your priority right now is the Hangman. Get some change of perspective. Maybe get some harmony. Work things out. Let's see. What's blocking you, Aries? Expansion, high vibe. Do you get high too much? Okay, I don't know. Oops, sneaking around. Secret love at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what that chemistry. Fake illusions. Be careful. Maybe there was somebody you were sneaking around with that you had chemistry with. Did somebody fake a pregnancy? But it said expect changes autumn, but then it says fake illusions. Chat. Moving right along. Things you need to change. So many questions. Right, exactly the same thing I did, chat. Moving right along. Don't be asking no questions. Don't get into it. All right. Helpful outside influences. Healing, self-care, change of perspective. So the more you work on yourself, the more you will get a change of perspective. And that is a helpful outside influence. So a helpful outside influence is that you're already on the path to handle whatever it is that you need to prioritize for the month of June as it pertains to healing your love life. Okay. The outcome for this situation. Masculine energy. And he gonna back off. And soulmates, past life, true love. Can you clarify this? Ooh. This is looking like a masculine energy is gonna break up with his true love. What the hell? And celebrate dating this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And still try to work on you with this threes of crowd. With somebody going, so somebody is going to pretend that they so somebody's going to pretend that they break up with their past situation just to get back together with you. Meanwhile, they're still dating this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or I don't know. Please make it see. Masculine energies under celebrating dating. It's also connected to this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, romantic gesture in reverse. So maybe they're not trying to connect with you. Maybe they're trying to work things out with a past life love who they had a third party connection with. Oh, they were gonna go back to their wife or their, I guess, this masculine energy. They go back to their wife, go back to their husband. He go back to his wife or his husband. And either try to sneak around with you. Maybe that's what you're gonna get clarity on. I don't know, child. Say it resonates. Ain't my life. It ain't my life. And why do I care? It ain't my life. I don't care. It ain't my life. Maybe something is like that's gonna happen to you. Maybe that's not even your situation, Aries. Maybe that is some energy that's coming around you. Yeah. So maybe that is some energy that's going to try to come towards you with some BS. And like, oh, I need to get away from so-and-so for whatever reason. I don't know, child. But anywho, moving right along. So it resonates. For career, you have the Ten of Cups. So, Ten of Cups and career is probably you gonna change your mind about a certain work dynamic. Maybe you're gonna change your mind about a certain work dynamic. Maybe there's a boss or somebody. Either you're this, well, Aries, that is you. So maybe you're gonna get a change of perspective about a work environment, and you're just going to have to get the strength to either move on or focus on yourself and your own, I don't know, it's like a disappointment and illusions going on. So maybe it's a situation, yeah, up in smoke, expansion, high vibe at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah. But this could also be like smoking on the job. What is it? Maybe somebody's like trying to bait you at work. Oh, maybe somebody's trying to bait you at work, and maybe you're trying to grow something or build something at work or trying to work on something at work, and somebody keeps trying to offer you like emotional support or help, and then I was like, well, dang, why doesn't this work out anymore? Like, what's going on with this? Yeah, trust is at the bottom of the deck. It could also be that you get a change of perspective about a family dynamic, and instead of being so isolated and rigid, you are going to soften up and offer more love. So take whatever resonates. And Seven of Cups is giving like multiple offers. So maybe this is you giving multiple offers. Maybe this is you pinpointing which offer you want to solidify. Maybe you have a lot of different offers as far as what type of job to go to. I don't know, chat. Take it resonates. Now, your priority right now is this Emperor. I feel like boss up. Let's see. So, career, this is like building processes, leading with discipline, achieving strategic goals. So, yeah, maybe you decide to go solo to achieve a specific goal. And maybe you're not sure what offer to do. Maybe it's like you taking a leap of faith. You're just using your intuition on your offers to see which one works, which one's successful. The raven perched by his side whispers secrets of foresight and strategy. I like how I say something and then I just read it to confirm. But anywho, while the elemental symbols on the tree reflect mastery over all forces of nature, his gaze commands respect, urging clarity, discipline, and decisive action. So maybe you're a little bit too intimidating at work, and you're going to soften up. All right. Let's see. As it pertains to this Ten of Cups, maybe at work you're going to be experiencing strong work relationships. a sense of belonging and emotional fulfillment in your career. Okay. You may find yourself in financial security, feeling abundant and satisfied with resources. All right, so congratulations. All right, or maybe that's your priority. Maybe that's your goal to reach for. I'm here and I ain't got that going on right now. So maybe that's what you're looking for in the month of June. All right, so let's get a little more clarity about this Cups energy for your career priorities for the month of June. Your priority is the Ten of Cups, strong relationships, emotional fulfillment. What's blocking you? You have a hard time getting in the flow of things. It says get more done by entering the flow state, completely and joyfully focus on what you're working on without multitasking. Yeah, wasn't I getting the energy of somebody that was like keeps coming up behind you, asking you for emotions, or like something that keeps just, maybe you keep having like emotional distractions. Maybe you don't have goals. And then it's like the dumbest thing for me, because it's like there's some people who are just like, oh, I want to lose weight, and then they don't set a goal, and then they get frustrated because they're not losing weight fast enough. I'm like, if you set a goal, you're more likely to like whatever. Anywho, it says get a beautiful planner that inspires you and write down your dreams and goals. Then promise yourself that you will make them come true. So there is a particular planner that I include in my coaching programs. Not my coaching programs. I do it mainly for my my stress alchemy coaching program, because that's the all-inclusive one. You get all the fixings for your healing. And I do include a planner for that, and it does allow you to set goals and organize and manifest and get real clear, and meditations and affirmations. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So let's see. Things you need to change, Aries. Give back. Oh, maybe you give too much to your community. So donate to your community or causes that are close to your heart. It creates an energy of abundance around you and your business. What is it? So maybe you're not in the flow of money. Maybe you keep pouring in too much, and maybe you don't think you're worthy of money or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, something like that is important. Maybe you give too much. You don't focus on yourself. You put yourself as the last priority. When it comes to finances, because it's money. So maybe you focus more on paying your bills instead of making sure you have food to eat, or your cable on. I don't know. Something about that is important. Or if you have an outfit. I don't know. Something with finances and giving to the right thing is significant, okay? I don't know. This is just what Spirit is telling me. All right, Aries. Now, helpful outside influences for you, Aries. Broadcast. So maybe you do have a unique voice and you do get your message out to your ideal audience. So maybe you already have a podcast or radio show that you do. Whatever it is, you have the perfect outlet. So step to it. Maybe you need to transition some way, somehow. These flowers are coming out of nowhere. Anywho, it says changes are coming that require you to shift into new ways of thinking and doing business. Don't resist, embrace the changes, okay? So yeah, maybe you have a lot of options on how to sell and you need to figure out a different way to sell. The outcome is finance. Ooh, it says finance and step up. So if you do speak up, your finances will step up. But under finance, it says make a monthly budget for your business and personal income and expenses. Always be clear and specific about your finances. And then step up, don't be the best kept secret in your niche. Boost your visibility, step out of the shadows and into the spotlight to attract your ideal clients. Okay. That's that on that. You speak up, your finances will step up. I like that. All right, so moving on to self-development. We have the Emperor, Ace of Cups, and Seven Cups. So I'm just going to take the Emperor right now. Okay. That's just what I'm going to do. We already went over it earlier for the career and for love. But for self-development, maybe this is being... Since we're talking about finances for this reading, was it? I don't know. I think yours is similar to Taurus. I think we're talking about finances in Taurus too. But yeah, and this is you getting more disciplined with your finances. Or just you being more focused at work. Or not letting family distractions distract you. I'm gonna try. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on maybe there's something you want to say but you don't say it. It's like my throat chakra is itching, which is really weird. Doom scrolling at 3 a.m. All right, so what is your priority right now? Is this Emperor for self-development? Maybe it's this old guy in this offer that he's trying to offer you. What is blocking? Or maybe it's you offering something. Or maybe it's you making offers. You being a boss and making offers. Whatever is blocking you is no thoughts, just vibes. So, dissociation, emptiness, floating. Maybe you get inklings to do this. Is like you're smoking. You're smoking too much. Unhealthy coping mechanisms. Head up in the clouds. Not really taking action. It's like you're not really in the 8 of Swords because it's like you know what you need to do. You're just like, ugh. I don't want to do it. And so, I don't know, maybe it's just like a negative, maybe your nervous system is negatively wired to shut down whenever you get closer to whatever goal or task spirit is asking you to do. Yeah. And it's because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Things you need to change. Things my Aries need to change. Avoiding eye contact like a pro. Who is it? So either you are avoiding people or you are avoiding bills with social anxiety, shame, discomfort. It's like people calling you and you're afraid to answer the phone because you don't know who's gonna pick up. What is it? You really block your financial progress by not paying your debts. Like you are sending a signal to the universe is like you can't afford this, or I don't know, you're not worthy or deserving, so I don't know. But I don't know. If you need to change your mindset somehow or pinpoint how exactly you view the way they're revving it up, it's not like you like blow through money fast or something. But I don't know, maybe you feel guilty about debt. There's a shame or discomfort with debt. One thing you gotta remember, the most successful people have debt, so it's not the debt, it's knowing how to use it to your advantage and being responsible with your debts, okay? Some debt is necessary, some is not, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, so helpful outside influences. Shopping to feel something. So this is a helpful outside influence. Emptiness, impulse spending, escapism. Maybe this is something you're no longer doing. Maybe this is something you are getting better at. Maybe the things you buy are things, maybe the things you buy are things that'll help you invest in your future. So like maybe your family's future or something. So maybe or it could also be like maybe you have just enough for like finances and resources, but not too much else for impulse spending. So if that's the case, maybe it's like look at your subscriptions and see where your finances can be fixed or something. I don't know, see how you can downsize someone. I don't know, child. Talk to the Lord about it. Talk to a financial advisor. I am not that. The outcome of this, as it pertains to self-development, for the month of June for my Aries placements. Ooh, being too much again. Rejection, over expression, shame. What is this? What is holding my Aries back? All right, seriously. What is holding my Aries back? Playing games. So either do you play video? This came in technically. Do I take it first? Okay, so playing games in reverse. Maybe you stopped playing games as like the games on your phone and stuff. Anything else? It's like, hey, I'm working on it. Age issues. You feel too old or young to date or have issues with your partner's age. So as it pertains to this relationship, you're going to stop playing games and you're going to get over the age issues that you have with this person, and you're going to stop feeling like you're being too much again. Like, am I being too much, or is this person just not compatible? Anything else? Settling. Don't stay with someone who isn't right for you just because it's safe. Yeah. Ooh, playing games in reverse. This could be like if you're in a relationship that doesn't work, you're going to stop playing games with them and stop settling. Maybe your fear of being too much is going to go over. What if this pertains to career? Procrastinate. Dang. See, that's the negative connotation I was getting, but for relationships, this is, so you're going to stop settling in your relationships, but you're going to keep procrastinating on your own personal gain. rejection. So you're afraid of rejection because you're thinking you're too much. But in actuality, you're not enough. You're too passive. Okay? Take initiative to meet someone and keep the passion ignited. Okay? So whether in relationships or career, you need to take the initiative. Find somebody new. Get somebody else. Get somebody else. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you're treating drama as therapy. That's why it's hard for you to let go. And you're waiting for a sign from the divine. But divine ain't talking to you because you're not doing what you said you were going to do before. You still got a whole list of things that you need to do before you get any other advice from spirit. You like, I'm ready for the next lesson. Spirit like, no, you're not. You gotta finish that to-do list. All right, so let's switch gears. Let's take a little bit longer, but here. We're gonna get a little bit more insight as to who you are for the month of June. I'm gonna pull 7 cards. The first one is gonna give you insight on who you are right now. Second is what you don't know about yourself. Third is what you need to let go of. 4 is what you need to develop. 5 is your current quest. 6 is outside positive influences. And 7 is where it will lead. All right. All right, so number 1. All right, we're gonna pull today. So number 1, who you are right now. 3 of Swords. Maybe you're going through a disappointment, heartbreak. Something got you down, child. Maybe it's a realization. What is it? It could just be like a an unpleasant realization. Okay, something like that. It's just like, ugh, this. All right, what you don't know about yourself. 10 of Wands. Either you're carrying burdens or you're about to drop some burdens. What you need to let go or relinquish is this Empress. Maybe this mother figure. Maybe you're hurt because there's a mother figure that's making you, that's difficult to be with. Maybe you're going through a hard time, they're going through a hard time, either you or them has health issues, but it is just a burden to deal with. Sorry for the pause. So it could be like an overbearing mother when it's like judgmental. What you need to develop. 3 of Cups. Somebody to talk to, somebody to vent to. Consider this 10 of Wands as a 3 of Cups. Maybe you do need to find, maybe you need to confide in this mother figure. High Priestess. Maybe it's somebody else that you need to, maybe you need to go talk to one of the tarot reader people for some insights, okay? You can get a group chat or something. I don't know, child. Let's see. 3 of... Now for this 10 of Wands, for what you don't know about yourself. The mushrooms, I knew these mushrooms were significant. The mushrooms growing at the feet suggests that even in hardship, growth is possible. Okay, so keep that in mind. Even in hardship, growth is possible. So this is both a challenge sign and a sign of nearing completion. You're close to reaching your destination, but the hardest part is almost over. All right. So for the Three of Cups, that's what I got the thing for. Three women raise their cups in celebration, representing friendship and collaboration. They gathered around a fire, symbolizing warmth, connection, and a spark of unity. Okay, so you need to connect with people that are like you. Okay, so if you know them witchy people, go be around them witchy people. If you're around the religious people, go be around the religious people. Okay, go be around some people that understand what you go through. Embrace collaboration and celebrate y'all's accomplishments, whether through friendships or professional alliances. This is a time of togetherness and shared happiness, okay? Now, your current quest, Aries, is the Page of Wands. Maybe there's a new beginning. Maybe there's a child that you are about to birth, maybe an idea you're about to birth. Considering this Page of Wands is under the Empress, and considering that you are a freaking fire sign. I don't know why I say air sign. So yeah. This Page of Wands looking at the ground, like maybe you have to be grounded about something. Something about this belt is significant. So maybe you're on the quest for fresh ideas, trying to discover something new. The light of their wand symbolizes hope and the courage to follow one's passions. The surrounding grasses swaying in the weed. So, okay. Smokey the Bear. The surrounding grasses swaying in the wind indicate untamed potential waiting to be harnessed, okay? That is your current quest. You got untamed potential waiting to be harnessed. And maybe you need to talk to some people to help you master your energy. But this card reminds you that the first step towards growth is embracing curiosity and an open mind. Allow your enthusiasm to guide you as you navigate unfamiliar paths and let your creativity lead the way. Okay? You need to go talk to them people. Now, outside positive influences is the Two of Pentacles. Maybe you know how to stay calm during chaotic times. Maybe you're good at balancing. Maybe you're good at balancing finances. Okay, so here's the thing. Maybe your nervous system is balanced when your finances are low. Because maybe you were, I don't know, you had some financial setbacks to where you feel safe at a low balance. I don't know, struggling, I guess. Take, flip it, smack it, rub it, however it resonates. And so maybe you're not struggling. Maybe you're just at a certain income plateau to where, like, no matter how much increase you get, you always just have enough to get by. So maybe that's a mindset thing that you have, that you always just have enough to get by. Like, this lady barely has enough footing to stand on, to have both feet stand groundly, she barely has enough ground for both feet to be planted sternly, which is opposite of this Page of Wands. which has great stability. Okay, so maybe that is something you are working on creating. Maybe you are creating a business, getting higher learning for something that requires you to use your energy, maybe healing in some way that will be more stable than what you're doing now. And maybe that's the thing why you keep holding yourself back in that area, because energetically you are comfortable in this Two of Pentacles energy. Now, what I don't think we'll do anything. Now, where will this lead? Six of Swords. So you're going to shift your mindset around it. You're going to probably get off this island. Maybe somebody is going to help you and shift your mindset about it. Maybe you're going to call one of the people. You're going to call a spiritual healer, maybe a counselor, maybe a financial planner. I don't know, somebody. Yes, y'all laughing at mine. All right, so that's that on that. Let's end this with I guess, any advice from Spirit to clarify this current life situation for my Aries placements, for my Aries collective. Any final words of wisdom for my Aries collective? Any final words of wisdom for my Aries collective? So for some of y'all, it's going to be real promise. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. To others, you're going to embrace your liberty to explore new paths. The world is wide open for your journey. Card at the bottom of the deck is Veil of Illusion. Lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface to navigate through love and career authentically. All right. So I hope this helps. Keep in mind, I do have a new lineup for the month, Monday through Friday. I'm doing a daily energy check to give you ideas on what to look out for, influences for the day, all that good stuff, as well as these blockages and breakthroughs. Every sign gets one a month. Still going to do shadow work at the end of the month. And relationship readings next week. And then if you're single, that's going to be the following week. All right. So I hope this helps. And until next time, happy healing.